Hey everyone, welcome to MaysLugLife. I'm May, and today I'm going to do another quickie video about this new product. This is the Lug Shuttle Wine Tote, and I haven't officially used it around. Like usually when I do my actual review videos, it's because I've used it and really put it to work and really put it to the test and use it in real life for a period of time, sometimes short periods, sometimes long periods, and I'll give you like a full detailed review. This is just a quick walkthrough, I guess, of it, and a real quickie. I've walked around the house with it just so I would test it to see what it will do, but I've never actually like used it in real life. But I just want to show you kind of what works in it and what doesn't and how it works, if anyone's not sure. So first of all, it is insulated. It is supposed to be one of their insulated bags. So if you look on the inside, it's got that sort of reflective surface. Now that reflective surface is only on the front and back. It's not, well, actually it's on the side as well, but I think it's not on the bottom. It's the bottom. Oh, it is at the bottom. Never mind. I'm thinking about a different bag. Okay, so there actually is all the way around. The padding is on, there's a little bit of light padding on this side. I think that's what I was thinking. Light padding on the sides, more padding on the front and back. That's what I was thinking about earlier. I'm actually working with only half a brain today, so I apologize. Probably shouldn't be doing this video because I'm kind of stupid today. So it is a square, so it's a perfect square. That's the bottom there. And then the top of this handle, so this is a reinforced handle. It's kind of got a bit of a stiffness to it. So I think that might be cardboard or something on the inside of that. So it's on both sides. And then there's a little flap here. There's a little tab on the inside of one. And it's got the two little magnetic tabs here. And it's supposed to flip underneath like that. And then snap on the other magnetic side there. So there's two little magnetic spots there. I think you can see the two little holes there, little round parts. And then it snaps to the other side. And if you listen, it's a pretty good strong snap. So it's a really, really good quality magnet. And then if you look at the very bottom on the back, it actually has a little card slot. And the card slot comes from the top. It's got a plastic cover right there. And then you can put either your name tag, so you can identify this as yours. I guess if you take this to work and you want to put your smoothie at the, in the work kitchen, or if you want to take this as a gift to someone, you can actually slide a gift card in there. And look at the back of this. I don't know if anyone saw that. Isn't that cute? So it just says cheers, and that's in the Shibori blue print with a few stars in the front. So I think that's really a nice little detail they put in there. So there we go. So that's the ID window. And then, like I said, it actually, because it's kind of structured, this whole thing is quite structured. It does sit quite well, even empty on its own, which is always nice, except it's a little top heavy at the moment. But I actually was able to get it to sit upright on its own earlier with nothing in it. There we go. But not for long. So it's a bit tipsy. So anyway, so what I decided to do is I wanted to see what else I could put in here. Obviously, it's meant for wine, so you can put a bottle of wine in there. But the thing that I don't really love about this is if you look at it, the wine bottle is actually higher than the actual bag. So the top of the bottle is sticking out. So I'm not exactly sure why they made that insulated. I guess if you're one of these people who needs to have a chilled bottle of wine, it's probably better to have it in a insulated bag than not, if you're taking it somewhere. But it's not really all that insulated. The only thing I can suggest is if you are taking a cold bottle of wine somewhere and you don't want to sweat all over everything else, let's say you've got a picnic bag, you don't want sweating all over everything else you're carrying inside, this makes sense that you would want a separate spot. But it's not super insulating because there's nothing keeping the top of this bottle like closed off. So if you can see there, I hope you can see that. So when I close that top off, there's air escaping through here. The cold is escaping through the top all over the place. There are all sorts of places for that all the temperature to come out of. So whatever temperature the bottle was, it won't be for long. Even though it's pretending it's got insulated walls, I don't see how that's going to be very insulating for very long. So that's a little bit weird. So that's a typical bottle of wine. And so if you can see, it does close quite well. But there's a little bit of headroom. So if you've got, a larger bottle of wine, it still will fit. And if you also look, it's still indent. So this is not a huge bottle of wine. It's an average size bottle of wine. There's room if you get one of those big fat bottles of wine. So if you get one of those really fat ones, there's still room for that. So when I saw that, I thought, well, how fat can I get? This is a typical champagne bottle where the bottom is a little bit fatter. Same thing. So there's still, I don't know if you can see, tons of room in there. And then I thought, okay, I have this is a 2-liter bottle of iced tea. It's really fat. And this is what I actually probably would normally carry places. I don't drink at all. So the fact that I have a wine tote, it's kind of weird. The fact that I, have more of these things is kind of more indicative of who I am. So I thought I wanted to see if I could carry one of those, because this is what I want to keep cold. If I've had this in the fridge and I want to take one of these giant jugs with me in the car for a long car trip, I want it to be in a cold place. And sometimes this thing is too big to fit in my regular cooler because I don't want to sit on the side because it will tip over. And once I open it up, I don't want it to spill. So sometimes I like to carry it in a separate thing. I was hoping that this would do it. So here's the thing. It is pretty fat. I'm going to show you how fat it is compared to a bottle of wine. So there's your wine bottle. Oh, hope I don't spill or break anything here. So there's my wine and there's my 2-liter bottle. So it's a fair bit fatter. I hope that's something you can see. It's a fair bit fatter than the wine bottle itself. So let's just see if this actually fits inside, because this is really probably what I'm going to be realistically carrying in my life. So there we go. Ready? No problem. So it easily fits a 2-liter bottle of pop. So, and it fits it comfortably. Now, is it going to same thing? Keep it really, really cold? Not really. But it'll keep it from sweating and it'll keep it from tipping. And if you have a cooler, like a big cooler, you want to keep it extra protected so things aren't jostling around. That's one way to do it. But yeah, you've got lots and lots of space. So if you happen to have a big jug of wine, clearly you can do that as well, because that's why I want to see what was going to fit. And yeah, there's lots of space in there. So there we go. So it does fit a 2-liter bottle of pop, which was something that I wanted to know. And then if you happen to just want to carry cans, I brought cans of pop. So it is 2 cans of pop high. So you can only put 2 cans of pop straight up and down. I wanted to see if you can fit a 3rd or 4th in there, and you actually can fit a 3rd, and you can probably therefore, I don't know if you can see that, sorry, you can probably fit a 4th one in there as well, but it's going to distort the whole thing, and it does still close. I just only have 3 cans of pop at the moment, but it looks like you can actually put 4 cans of pop inside that, no problem. But again, are you keeping it really cold? No. Is this the best way to transport your cans? Absolutely not. If you happen to have like a chomper or any of the other lug insulated bags, if you're carrying more than 1 can, or even carrying 1 really, it's still better because it's more completely closed off. There's air, there's like all sorts of space where the cold is going to escape. This is not going to be your best option for insulation purposes. It's going to be good if you wanted to keep it safe, if you want to keep it upright, if you want to carry just the one item with your one hand, like if you're going to the boat or you're heading to the end of the dock or whatever, and that's what you want to carry in, absolutely. But if you're going to be like thinking this is going to be your insulating tote, it's not really going to do it. It's really not going to keep it cold. So there it is. So will it hold, other things other than a bottle of wine? Apparently yes. So that's it. That's my video. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I will do my best. If you want me to put random things in them, I can leave you comments in below if you want to know. So that's it. Like I said, hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.